Hello, welcome to my channel. So I am Melissa and I am going to go over what our budget is. So we've never done like a budget before. I mean, we've lived within our means, but we've never like sat down and decided exactly what we're gonna do. So we're kind of gonna do the snowball debt. So we have quite a bit of debt, quite a bit of credit card debt. I don't need the negative. I know how I got there. I know what I did. I know why it's wrong. So now we're going to focus on getting out of that debt. And part of that is doing the pantry challenge that I will be doing with I am following along kind of with a hashtag Three Rivers challenge where you don't go to the grocery store for she's going to try 2 months. She's done it before. I guess she's been doing this for a long time, like years, like 5, 6 years, something like that. And a ton of other homesteaders and people on Instagram and YouTube have started doing this with her. And so that is going to be a huge part of our January and February budget, is trying to cut out our food. Now we do have a hobby farm. We raise cows, pigs, chickens, and so we do have meat. I have a massive garden, a little over an acre, and I do a ton of canning. So like we have quite a bit, and we should be able to do this pantry challenge and save ourselves close to $1,200 a month that I'm not going to put in our budget. That we normally we go to the store and we'll spend $300 a week plus another $600, or anywhere from $300 to $600 extra at Sam's Club on just snacks, just random stuff, you know. So we're gonna try to use up everything we have, and then when the pantry challenge is over, we are not going to go to the store and just massive buy everything that we went through. We will slowly, as things go on sale, and we will start stocking up again, and it will give us the room and the empty jars for when the vegetable garden comes in. So we're going to go through what we're doing, and this video might be rather long, so I hope you stick around and see what our budget is for this year. I don't have like a thing that holds my cell phone, so it might be a little bit shaky while we're going over the budget. Everything is hand wrote. I did order the Passionate Penny Pinchers budget binder, so I have been getting their planner for this will be my 3rd year. I love their planner. I am obsessed. It is, I'm not gonna like say it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's $50, $54, something like that for the planner itself, plus another 50 something for the binder. Now I did wait until the last minute to order. I didn't order it until December 29th, and I literally wait till the last minute every single year, and so I never have it for the first of the year. But they do send a PDF, so you can, print out your pages if you want. I am not going to waste the ink and do that, so I hand wrote it out, what I'm going to have as a part of my budget, and I'm going to show you what I hand wrote. And then there's like setting goals and things like that. So we'll go through the goals and everything when the binder comes in, but for now I want to show you how far in debt we are and what our bills are for the month, what our income is for the month, and what the plan is to help us get out of debt, which there's no way we're going to be out of debt within a year. No way. But hopefully within the year we can be out of credit card debt. That is the plan. And then we also have we have a new camper that we bought last year. We have a truck payment, and then we have our mortgage. Those 3 I know will not be paid off this year. But if we can get out from the credit card debt, then we can work slowly on the truck, and then the camper, and then eventually the house. Okay, so this is the credit card debt, and the plan is to pay off the smallest ones first. And you can see like one of these was out of order because I didn't catch this one here, but the plan is to pay off the smallest ones first. So like the Sam's Club, this one here, we sent the check in December. However, it did not clear the bank account yet, so technically it's coming out this month, but we're not budgeting it out of our January paycheck simply because I did send it in December. It's just I'm going to assume because of the Christmas mail and everything else is kind of delayed. TJ Maxx will be the first one for our January that we will work on paying off, as well as the dentist. And then we'll start working on this American Eagle, Tractor Supply. American Eagle is American Eagle Visa card. And so I earn points, and my husband really liked their jeans, and he was wearing them for years and years. But he has, my son's started wearing Ariat jeans, and he's found that he likes those. So we're going to focus on paying this card off, and we probably won't be using it anymore just to earn points or anything for jeans, simply because all the boys in the house have found a jean that they like better. They don't rip, they don't have the problems, they don't split. They're just a better quality. However, they are twice the price, but hopefully they will last, twice as long. So there's that. Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply is a new credit card that I had just gotten. That one was not something that we had actually planned on doing, but we bought a log splitter, and we bought the 40-ton log splitter. So that was something that we need. We heat with wood. We do not have a gas or a propane bill or anything. We live out in the country, and we heat with wood. So like, well, I'm sitting at my desk, and like this is woods, but this is what my house looks like all the way around. So it's kind of all wooded on all the sides of the house. So the log splitter is just, it makes it so much easier. Best Buy, my computer had broke, and I was doing eBay at the time. It wasn't working at all. And in order to do eBay efficiently and print labels and keep track of everything that was going on, I needed a new computer. And so I really wanted the Apple desktop. And so I bought the Apple desktop. And then one of my son's phones had broke at the same time. So we had bought the computer, a cell phone, and I believe there was something else that we had gotten for one of my sons, like some headphones or something like that. So that's what that was. Amazon, the Amazon credit card is just really, it's just a snowball effect of just adding and adding and adding and paying the minimum and just keep adding. And so this is what we got left with. Sam's Club, this is like 3 months of us shopping there, and we went, we shopped, we didn't pay it off. We just paid the minimum, which was, that was our problem. That's something that we did. And then Cabela's, and the Cabela's Visa is something where you earn points. And so we started using it. And then it was like, we wanted to do this, or we want to go out, or we went school shopping, things like that. And the same thing with the Omni credit card. It was all just over the years of having it and then only paying the minimum, and so it just all added up. So our credit card debt total is $32,095.89. Hopefully the plan is to be able to pay off everything. We might not get to the Omni one, but all of the other ones within the year we're hoping to have paid off. All of them. We know that Omni and possibly the Cabela's could not be paid off all the way, but if we can get everything else done, and the extra that will get paid on these credit cards is solely going to be based as if we can get overtime in the factory. None of our other jobs they're all kind of budgeted into our budget in general, like with the income. So anything extra we pay on these cards will actually be coming from overtime in our checks. And then the last bit of our debt, that is our large amount of our debt. Well, actually, I almost owe as much on that credit card as I do the truck. But our Ford truck, we still owe $15,000. Nope. We still owe $10,518. Our camper is brand new. We had just bought that this last summer, and we spent a little over $50,000 on that one, and we've paid some of it off. Now this one here, I put the camper up for rent on, I believe it's RV Share or something like that. So it is a bunkhouse camper. It sleeps a ton of people. It's got 2 slides. It's got the whole bedroom in the back for kids. It's got the bedroom up in the front. You can close the kids back there. It's got a decent sized living space. It's got an outdoor kitchen, and it is a convenience, honestly, for 4-H and stuff like that. And so I made the deal with my husband that if we get the camper that I want, I would put it up for rent on one of the RV share websites and try to help make camper payments. So we did rent it out last year to 2 people, 2 wonderful people. We were extremely happy with them. They cared for it. They took care of it very well. One of them, I thought his truck might have been a little too small to pull it, but he had airbags and he was pretty confident and he didn't have any problems. So we're good with that. And then my house, I couldn't find my mortgage statement. I know it's like 152.9 something, so I just rounded it up to 153. With interest and everything, you're gonna end up paying more than that anyway, so there is that. And my husband does have a plan for the house. The plan for that one is I'm not sure how this works. Okay, so I'm actually a township treasurer, so when people pay their property taxes to me, and then their mortgage company sends in their property taxes, I refund the mortgage company because they're the ones that get refunded. And so what my husband thinks is if we pay the property taxes before the mortgage company does, and then whoever the treasurer is for that particular township that the person lives in, they send that money back to the mortgage company. So then your house payment is either less, or you make the same amount of your house payment and more goes towards the principal value of it. Or you could just pay extra on your house every month. I don't really know I don't understand that part of it. So either way, we'll end up paying a little bit extra on our house every month, and hopefully it'll pay more towards the principal and help pay it off that much sooner. So this here is just our debt, and it's quite a bit. So this is our projected income for the month of January. Now this is only projected, and this is not based on a lot of overtime. Like, this is not based on any overtime for me because I have not been getting overtime. So my husband works a factory job. He also works for the township as a trustee. I work a factory job, and then I am a township treasurer. So his township job is the same as my township job. That is a salary. That price is not going to change. It's not going to increase. It's not going to decrease. So this is after taxes, and his is after taxes. Like, all of these prices are after taxes or after our 401k. For our factory jobs, this is the price for the whole month this is the amount that he will make for the whole month of January, and this is the amount that I should make for the whole month of January. And this is based off of just 40 hours a week. This breaks it down into each week what we should be getting, and then like here I put salary and then based on hours worked. So like on this particular Friday, he should get a check for this. On this particular Friday, he should get a check for this. And then, as you can see, my name, you skip some weeks. I get paid bi-weekly, so I'm actually only going to get 2 paychecks. Well, 3 with my township, but I get paid bi-weekly. And this is based on Aaron will end up working a little bit more overtime than me, and these hours are based on at least a few hours of overtime for him, and I've only been working straight 8s, and I hadn't really been working any weekends. Right now they're kind of short on work too, so I will get my 40 hours a weekend, but past that I'm not sure. I will be looking for overtime, but we'll see if we actually find it. Okay, so projected income total though is $6,689.08, and you'll see what we have for bills is actually higher. So what we have for bills here, total bills without any of the kids helping with their phone bills, the electric bills, things like that, is $7,854.98. That's what I need to pay all of these bills in full without deviating. So our mortgage is $905. The electric, we pay this in portions, and my parents live with us and they're actually paying this, but it's still like a bill that comes in, so I'm showing it coming out. But you can see here that I put it as them paying it, and so that total is actually subtracted, and I'll tell you how I did that in a second. But anyway, so this one was paid, the first half was paid. We are on the 6th. Today is January 6th, but I'm still waiting on that budgeting. But I wanted to give you guys an idea before I filled it out, and I also wanted to know for myself, so I just kind of did this. And as something gets paid, I'll put the dates on it. Our camper payment is $391.74. Our trash is $100. So we have a 4-yard dumpster, and we are looking at making that smaller, and that's why there's a question mark. We're gonna get a smaller one, and so this would probably be like our monthly, and we would be paying this much less. We have Netflix, and that's $19.99 a month. Peacock, we pay for the year, and our year is up in January, so we'll be paying Peacock this month. Paramount Plus is $9.99. Dish Network. So we have Dish Network, and it's $148 for the month. Now, we are looking at getting rid of Dish and going to something else, and my husband says it'll knock like the 40, it'll be $100 a month. So we will alternate between Dish and DirecTV. Like, you can go back and forth. So then if you get rid of one, after your term is up, you can go to the other one and get it at a cheaper rate than what you were paying for that one. And so we've been doing that pretty much the whole 20 years that we've been here. We go back and forth. We run out our contract with them, and then we switch over to the other one, and then we switch back over, and it just so on and so on to kind of keep the bill down. And because with Dish and with both of them, really, honestly, we probably could get rid of them, but we do like them. So but they will not give you a discount. If you've been with them for 10 years, they're not going to give you a discount. But if you are a brand new person, they're going to give you one heck of a discount so they can get your business. And that is the reason that we jump back and forth. We have Spotify Family, and that's $15.99 a month. And that is for all of us with all 4 of the kids, and then 1 extra kid. Our truck payment is $401.35. And then all of the credit cards, this is the minimum due on these cards. So $200 on the Omni, $66 on the Sam's Club, $60 on the American Eagle, $156 on Best Buy, $168 for Cabela's, $100. I think this one was actually like $98, but I just rounded up to $100 for Tractor Supply, $30 for TJ Maxx, $126 for the Amazon, $202.50 for my dentist. Internet and home phone. So we pay $90. We do have a home phone because of being a township treasurer and working a factory. Our township is very small, so I do not actually work from the office. So I have it up there so they can get a hold of me and the people in the community. Most of them know right where I live, and I've had people come to my house. But we keep the home phone so that they can call my home phone, and I don't have to give my cell phone out to the public. So our cell phone here is $250, and this is for all of our kids. And then the kids will end up giving us $130 towards their individual, bills. So it's like they can get it cheaper by being a part of our plan, because the company, we have Verizon, which is expensive anyways, but Denso, the corporation, the factory that I work for, you get a discount. All right, so the dog just decided to let herself in. She jumped on the door, the open door, and just let herself in, and didn't bother to shut the door behind her. Rude. Anyways, okay, car insurance. Car insurance is on here because it does come out in January, because my husband's birthday is in January, or the insurance and registration. It's mostly the registration, not really the insurance. But we have a separate savings account where $75 of my husband's check every month goes into that, or every week, sorry, every week goes into that, and that pays for things like registration, insurance on all of our vehicles, and whatnot. So this, because recently I have wrecked a vehicle, so we are down a vehicle, and so this is why this one's cheaper. Usually it would cost us quite a bit more. So this one, you can see I've got it negative. I've got like minus 290, so it's actually, I've got it in the budget, but it's not going to come out of our weekly or our monthly because we already have the money and we set it aside the previous month. $500 in gas. That sounds like a lot of gas, but we both drive trucks now. Because when I wrecked the other vehicle, we went out and we got another truck. It's a smaller truck, but it's not like, it's still a truck. And we both commute quite a bit to work. It takes us a little over 30 minutes to get there, and plus the ride back. And then our youngest is in school still, but he is on the bowling team, and so every single day after school he has practice. And the thing with that is we're 20 minutes from the school. So not only am I commuting to work, but now I have to get up because I work third. So I get up in the middle of the day, drive all the way to town, pick my kid up, drive him all the way to the bowling alley, turn around, come back, or I can hang out in town. Most of the time, because it's 2 hours, I will come back home, turn around, go back to town, bring him back home, and then turn around and go to work. So $500 is what we are budgeting, and hopefully we'll be under that, but we do a massive amount of driving. We both use anywhere between $50 to $60 a week in gas, and that's not including like diesel for the tractor or anything like that. Prescriptions, I have one prescription, and then we have a toothpaste prescription, so it was $18 a month for that. Grocery and takeout. So I put here that I would like to not spend this $200 at all. Now I am, ooh, that was crazy. Anyways, I am trying to do with the pantry challenge to zero spend, but we are giving ourselves a $50 buffer. So if we need something, like if there's a recipe and I just do not want to use almond milk or dried milk, I can go to the store and buy milk towards the end of the month, or I can get some apples because I love apples and bananas. I love to snack on them, or maybe a yogurt. I live off protein shakes ever since a bariatric surgery, so if I run out of protein shakes, so we gave ourselves $50 a week for things that we might not necessarily have to have, but want to have for the convenience of our life and the way that we live our life. Logan's lunch is $20 a week is what we give him. Sometimes he uses all of it, sometimes he does not. Most of the time he does not. Anything over that, so we decided on 60 is what we're going to do for the month of January, simply because the first week there is no school, and he really doesn't eat at school a whole lot anyways. It's mostly just like his monster fun because he loves monsters. Animal feed, so we have cows, pigs, chickens. We spend about $90 a month in feed. That'll get us 3 50-pound bags of beef feed. We feed hay to our cows. They do not get any, like our steer gets beef feed and our cows only get hay, like they're grass-fed organic kind of animals, except for our beef cows. Because it's a 4-H animal, we want him beefy, we want him looking good, and we do a show quality feed for him. Our chickens, we really like the Kallenbach, and our rabbits get Kent Pro Hutch. Culligan, we have a Culligan water softener in the basement because, well, we live out in the sticks and it's just easier on our pipes and everything to have it, and so that's $85. And then the Ford truck needs tires, oil change, and brakes, and then it turns out that the truck that my husband just bought needs brakes as well. So we already put the tires on in December, and so we'll probably end up worrying about the brakes on his before this. So this particular bill might not actually be done in January. It might be a bill that gets done in February so that we can focus on the truck that has to have the brakes done immediately, because he thinks he blew a brake line today which it's Friday the 6th. And so if that's the case, he's going to drive the Ford to work tonight, and then the GMC will sit there and he'll buy the brake parts and fix that tomorrow. And then over here, we do $200 a week in spending. This is between my husband's spending cash, my spending cash. This is also like most of the time we will get Logan spending cash if he needs extras. So it'd be $800 for the month. And then $20 a week in a savings account, which is $80 for this month. It would put in there, but $20 a week just for a savings account, just to simply start a savings for maybe for Fair Week, or for next year will be our 20-year anniversary. So something like that. We've never actually done a savings account just for something. So this will be the first year that we've ever done that, and we thought we would try it. And so we're going to start with $20 a week, and then $50 on farm stuff. So yesterday, we went to Tractor Supply to get some wire for one of the fences for where our beef, for where the show steer is. And we should have just gone straight to the farm and fixed it. We did not. I fed the cow this morning. He is running the pasture with the other animals. So I messed that one up. We messed that one up. And now he is running loose with the other animals. I mean, they're not loose. They're in a pen, but yeah. And so I kind of put that on there as something, like it's something that I figured we might need. And it turns out we bought it, but we should have done what we needed to in the first place. Okay, so if I add everything up, that is where I get the $7,854.98. Now again, if you remember my projected budget, it was $6,689.08. So we are like well over our budget. But when I come back over here, with the garbage wheel, we've got the garbage lowered there. You've got the different, we'll have the different can coming, and so that will be this 34 that gets paid, so we can take 66 off of this. These two totals here are being paid by my parents for paying the electric, so those two totals also will come off of that. Down here, we've already started the process for this. It may or may not come out this month. I'm hoping that because the bill's not due the 26th, and I believe that we pay, like you pay for it and then you use it kind of deal. I'm not 100% on that one, but that'll be 48. The kids will put in 130 on their cell phones. The 290 came straight out of the savings account for the registration. I'm going to take the 200 away just and hope for the best, because we do have what we need here. And then I know we can make it through January, but we'll see what for the best. And then he has money left over from December, so I'm hoping to only give him another 20. And this right here, if it's like, we'll carry this into February, and so we'll only be needing to do the brakes. And so from what I think will happen, and I think our total will be $6,689.56, which still is a little bit more, but we're talking like less than 50 cents more than what is projected to come in. So with that being said, we are Friday the 6th, and so my husband did get his first paycheck. And so I did a different projected, this is what is projected to come in over here. And then this is what is actually coming in. So on the first, this was the actual check. This was the actual price of the check. And so I'm doing like a running total over here. But his paycheck here was $1644.65. And it was projected to be $690. But he worked so much overtime. He volunteered to go in on Christmas night and a bunch of other things, knowing that we wanted to get into this debt-free journey, that there's like almost $900, like a whole check plus extra in that one check. And so it's definitely going to be at the end of this the end of this month, we should definitely be able to pay at least, I'm guessing, $1,000 or $2,000 onto our credit cards. Hold on, the dog is bothering me. The dog just came in from outside, and I had to pause it, let her in, and she just sitting behind me, just licking and licking and licking and licking, and just driving me insane. I don't know if you could hear it, but she ain't doing it in here anymore. She's dry living room. She's just out in the hallway now. I can still hear her, but I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be able to pick her up. Anyway, so on this, for the savings accounts, this money, like the $75 a week, this will go towards insurance registrations for our vehicles. So we pay our insurance every 6 months, and so we pay a little bit bigger of a price, but at the same time we pay a bigger lump sum, but we pay less in the end because you get a discount when you pay it like that. So we put $75 into our community savings account, and then the Omni savings account is $80, and that comes out of my check, and that is before the projected, like the projected price. These totals here are not a part of the projected. This is extra on top of the projected, but it is allocated for other things. So I get my nails done. This $80, it's like $55 to $60 depending on who does my nails plus the tip. And so I do $80 out of every paycheck, and it goes into Omni, and that is what I will get my nails done with. And also be like my coffee fund. However, for January and February, because we're not doing the spending on groceries or the out to eat, I will not be getting coffee, which I am going to miss Starbucks. I'm so sad about it, not gonna lie, so sad. But so our projected again was this, and obviously if my husband keeps pulling like all the overtime that he can, we should be all right. And then we will be able to start putting away some savings and paying off the credit cards at the same time, but we shall see. All right, so if you're wanting to follow along with us on our debt-free journey, please consider hitting the subscribe, the like, the thumbs up. Feel free to comment if you've got any suggestions on things that helped you, or if you've done this before, or if you know somebody who's just got some great suggestions on different ways to cut back or find ways to move things around. Yes, I know $200 is a lot for like our free money spending, but it is something that we're used to. And so instead of worrying about, am I going to put money back on a credit card simply because we went to Walmart and I needed like shampoos, facial scrubs, or just something that's not like a part of our budget, it's kind of, I want to be able to get it. But please consider subscribing and following along, and have a good rest of your day.